This Samagra Shiksha is an integrated scheme for school education that aims to provide inclusive, equitable, and affordable education to children from pre-primary to secondary levels, that is from LKG to plus 1 for us. Aligning with the National Education Policy 20, this Samagra Shiksha club 3 schemes. First one SSA, RMSA, and education, and it was launched in 2018. Some of the major interventions under the scheme includes school infrastructure development, which we are dealing today, the right to education environments, that is textbooks and uniforms, teachers training, information communication technology and smart classrooms, inclusive education, vocational education, foundational literacy and numeracy, early childhood care and education, form called ECE, strengthening of school management committees. Over the years, the state has made substantial strides in addressing critical gaps within the school education system, aligning our efforts with the principles outlined in the National Education Policy 2020. To enhance quality of education, significant investments have been made to improve education infrastructure such as construction of new school buildings, restoration and enhancement of existing ones. In our parlance, we call sometimes dilapidated educational classrooms and even strengthening classroom services. And construction of teachers' quarter, ICT labs, virtual reality labs, maths and science kits. Roughly, just for your knowledge, the last 5 financial years under this infrastructure, the state received around 200 crores. And out of which the physical progress is around 80%. And even financial are commensurate. That means 160%, and we have completed around 80% of the process. In this case, I would like to draw your attention to this. Still deep in the space because we not start this or some of the works on time. So in this sense, I would like to draw your attention that this major hurdles with our department is crossed, but then to still is a consensus for school. Third is right to education. Man established the management of free textbooks and uniforms to students for pre-primary classes. I need not elaborate much because the government is a good partner in this. Because over and above what the Nagaland state has introduced Nagaland EC curriculum, early childhood care education curriculum, implemented from the academic year 2024 last year. No government primary school. Here we have trained our teachers in the new curriculum and we have teaching is the so-called TLM, learning listening. Modules and then worksheets, teachers, resource, supplement, implementation of this curriculum. To this intervention, the state have made all efforts to advance the quality of foundational education. We are talking 3 primary LKG. And this case, we would also like, it is our wish that these Anganwadi centers and the ECs, wherever there are Anganwadi centers, we would wish that wherever feasible, they be all located with primary school. Because they are complemented to each other. They are supplementing each other. Anganwadi centers, wherever possible, they can be all located with primary school. Third, we ensure inclusivity, especially with regard to children with special needs. Samagra Shiksha conducts assessment camps, and normally after assessment, we also go for district of their kids. And Samagra Shiksha provides allowances to escorts, feeders. So there are some children who cannot come, so we call them home-based education. And for this, we are giving some stipends to those who gather in this regard. Even recently, 29, on commemorating the 5th anniversary of Neiphiu, in Kohima, we had a mega identification assessment camp, and this was in collaboration with RBSK and NHL and Family Welfare Department. We have made a time plan to cover all the districts by the end of this month. In a commitment to achieve gender parity in education empowering girls, which is aligned to our SDG goals 2030, various interventions have been implemented. There are 22 KGV hostels, called Kasova Kanti, Malika, Vidyalaya, this for girl child. We have two types, type 1 and type 4. Type 1 is for the primary section. Up to class 8, 9 to 12, we have this type 4. So, but these are all in the eastern, we call it education type of block. And on top of that, we have this residential hostel because full form is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Balika Avisha Vidyalaya. The residential school, we have 13 totally in the state. We are happy to tell you that all those students in our houses are doing well academically as well as they are also excelling in extracurricular activities. Third, made a point here in the recent Nagaland state that they are going to examine Nagaland. Our students from Kech, residential hostel, had 8 medals, 2 gold, 3 bronze, silver and 3 bronze. Then with regard to vocational education. Now, core idea behind this new education policy is that when it comes to school, let's say LKG, people to complete class 12, by the time they complete class 12, I should be equipped to face the world and think like that. That is actually the main theme of this new education policy. In this case, since we are also having 171 government secondary schools with this vocational education, giving 10 trades. But here I would like to take this up. Some of the schools are having only 1 trade, some are having 2, and recently we have some schools have 3 trades. Then we are also working for another 15 government secondary schools by the next calendar year, already in pipeline. So this actually is again catering only to the government schools, not the private school. Because we have initiated both. Now the assessment and certification body is both from outside the state. So now we are having in getting the needs of private schools. But we are also happy to tell you that NCB, National Council for Vocational Education and Training, has onboarded the Nagaland Board of School Education. So they are reviewing our case. We are hoping that our NPSC will do quality tests and also certify. That's the case. I think outreach on B also improves. Now one positive development which we have observed is there's a lot of positive community participation with regard to development. Engagement has nurtured a sense of together and shared responsibility towards education and the overall well-being of our students. We use some institutional form to come and get this up. It would be very good if the government also have a thought on this, where we can also institutionalize the community participation for the schools, especially in the rural areas. Because now what we are seeing, what we are sensing is that schools in the rural areas are not catching up to the urban areas generally. This issue, I would also like to inform you that this, we have this para, both this performance assessment, analysis of knowledge, and that is for policy development. Normally, this was earlier known as NAS, National Assessment Survey. Tell us how our state is improving. Then we would like to also acknowledge the fact that we have so many issues here. Our state is also steadily improving. Yes, not reaching the target, but at least we are not very important right now. I will also encourage our friends here, and also whoever is watching on the YouTube, to also look into this Bharat report 2024. Normally this comes out in 3 years, that is for class 3, class 6 and class 9. 6, 9. They have the assessment work. By the time the child passes class 2, we want to check how ready they are in class 3. Because normally they take the class 2 standard. That is the case for them. Then even we have another report, the so-called performance training index. Like the project, even here also performance training index, 6 domains, having another 76 sub-domains. Our state is doing well in excessive infrastructure that we need to improve, and we have improved, but we are still just about the bottom. Very fair. So we would also like to, we are doing, but much ground needs to be covered. know that not be stressed much, but they all say that our children is our future, and the future is shared. So, in this, taking this opportunity, I would like to give one general observation, sir. There is a greater need for cross-pollination of ideas amongst the government agencies. That's what we cannot leave the education department alone. Because we never know base ideas we get from other sister departments, from the other government agencies. So, especially the education department cannot be a silent, should not be a silent. It means that we have a healthy interaction with other sister departments. So, in this regard, in the same breath, would be our wish if the departments can have some convergence activities in the scheme with the schools. Curriculum with us, they can have some convergence activities. Because now, India, the target in 2047 is that their per capita. Per capita, they are targeting 16 lakhs. Now, the present, we are estimating around 2.5 lakhs. If that's the case, from 2.5 lakhs today, 10 lakhs by 2047 in 2 years, we are not preparing our children now, so we will. So, I would also like to address about each one of us how to try and keep up with India, because India is going miles ahead and we cannot be left behind in this development, sir. And with this development, we have to invest in our resources. Because just invest, have to take care now, for example, now, by the time they take 32 such as productive output. Taking this advantage, I would again heartily welcome all of you for this inaugural program, and I will pass on to the next item, sir. Thank you. I would also request our Honorable Advisor, Dr. Kekhrielhoulie, to proceed.
Good morning, sir. Honorable Chief. Very happy that this program runs through Samagra Shiksha. So I, along with the department, have a real sense of it. Since it matters with question, sir, I would like to bring to your kind notice that for our 1.37 students all over Nagaland, our government schools, they have a total of 7 rooms where we give training to our children. So when we look at the rooms, 3,767, which is 6% of rooms are for functional purpose. Other rooms include lab rooms, library rooms, care rooms. So I just want to bring to your notice that out of the 1,087 total rooms engaged by the state government, we have categorized our rooms into 4 categories. Those which are in good condition, those which requires major repair, those which requires minor repair, those which are dilapidated. So when it comes to major repair and dilapidated conditions, it's as good as unused. I want to bring your kind notice that 37% of our rooms are unusable. I would like to also bring to the notice of our Honorable Chief on this. Done a mapping of boys girls, whole school boundary and action about the various rooms, whether our schools in Pakka structures, partially Pakka or Kacha structures. Yeah. So, sir, ever since our state has been out of strike, today I want to bring your kind notice source of funding, which comes from Samagra, is perhaps the only source of funding which actually in the requirements of our school buildings. Sir, I just want to bring your kind notice about the states as well as the central overall in 2020 and 5, total budgetary outlay by the government of Nagaland for school education up to 7,891. And from centrally sponsored scheme, when I say state expenditure, that NABARD and loan are essentially used. So from this state expenditure for the past 5 years, almost 8 crore are total infrastructure expenditure for school buildings 0.48. Okay, first much again. And from the centrally sponsored scheme, 10 year, we are talking about Samagra PM portion. When I say others, that's here, in the variable affairs. Not included here in the rest of child. Okay, so we have not included. Came out to a total of 1,505.5. So, sir, excluding the 526 pension, the total expenditure on education go from 9,400.93. Sir, I think this is a very serious issue. But we are spending much amount, and I would like to bring your kind notice that finance department perhaps not aware of our huge expenditure. So, sir, this year we will hopefully come out with our state of affairs for our financial statement, thorough restructuring of our expenditures, where it is going, but we have to map out. Last year, fortunately, we received the fourth installment of 44. Delhi has been also, I would say, not been able to give our fourth installment, and becomes the teacher of this. So things are also improving our federal relations. Yeah, sir, our officers are working very hard. Vision for flagship Nagaland, vision for flagship Nagaland, for flagship Barat 7. We are planning that next 5 years, 30, we will bring about 1 lakh students back to our school system, which improve the livelihood as well as the financial ability of many rural and urban households, because going to private school it is very expensive. People are too poor, so once we improve our you are also familiar that our infrastructure is one key indicator where improve the distance and movement. So in the future, we will have you again decision. We are very proud that we are able to do for one schools. Hope that this journey under your leadership, hope that bring of people for a landlocked Nagaland. Our only resource is very proud that our officers are very dedicated. We're all working together. For I to also acknowledge all the officers who are here. Thank you very much. Government. Particular
Yeah. Our peers are the great then a warm greetings for the they marks as skills are ongoing journey. We are grateful to Government of India to provide funding or to communicate bring also us. As mentioned by advisor, our statehood, all our pro-Indian one was no, no, more than 6 years. Every week, we did not do control quality. So, of course, we don't have mature trees and are happy. We don't listen the don't whatever we will when we travel around this. So many finds and the occasion that was where we although good villagers is have some closing. So as we mentioned, do fancy and without not be possible but will also look for this or as have for here they're fairly good patient. So And this world is education. Education stands at the core of our state. Power individuals, what drives economic progress, people, social mobility. First of all, quality. Most powerful and prosperous. Right to education Act helps everybody, but for Nagaland, yeah, for state, because we have wrong inflated. So, creation of new school, upgrading, post creation of those things, really will end up schools, no enrollment, and teacher models. History has started pushing by Nagaland. So, when we first start, right to education means everybody. Oh, I appreciate Department struggling, but coming to the hope that English is can compulsory. Children out before it is being announced by government. Yes. Hence, providing inclusive, equitable, quality education from pre-primary to secondary. Focus areas include progress under Samagra Shiksha. I believe first, first component, all these, but not that you college, where they want. When we travel around the world, there are more who near eligibles are like separate, but for us, watts. But when you're it helps us get it. All of this of course the remaining works are in plans of 51 there. This will directly and prevent housing. Basically, a lot of challenge would then immediate connectivity take us to both government is whatever done. Tries to do that would be known, not being less implemented affecting so many government not being something quality quality possible will even be better because our headway doors look very bad. It's all about safety, maintenance. So, collaboration, a strong partnership among the government agencies, private enterprises, and local community is essential. Let us work together to provide our children with safe, inclusive, and stimulating environments that nurture holistic development. We have seen in YouTube and the quality of schools in the advanced countries or rich countries. It is not only development, it is the participation of not only the community but also the students. I believe in Japan, there are hardly any private schools. Everything is government because government schools are too good. And the construction with quality, the cleanliness is maintained and cleaned by teachers, students. After the school is over, they clean everything and they go back. They don't wear shoes inside their schools. And all together, teacher, staff, and students, they eat together their meal, which is provided by the school. And it is very healthy, balanced, and good for the children. Our collective investment in education today will shape a more confident, capable, and prosperous Nagaland economy, where great, responsible citizens. If we don't teach and guide them and make a responsible citizen, our children themselves will become a liability to the state. As I had mentioned, I'm really happy that we should come up with some infrastructures. I once again congratulate the Department of School Education, particularly the State Mission, and the engineering wing, implementing agencies and all stakeholders. And these new facilities serve as a spaces of learning, growth, and opportunity for our students for years to come to be a better person. So, with these few words, I virtually inaugurate the school's infrastructure, and I wish all the very best to the community, to the teacher and staff, and our beloved students. God bless. limited into this. Well, in this construction, there is government has an architect wing, so we may like to take the more goods. And there is also a quality control board in place. So we can involve them. Not everything, but where required, we can utilize resources. Then it is best we make roofs with shade, because maximum rainfall. Why I say that? Because concrete buildings you can see everywhere, the government or private. Our stone quality is not the best, our scents are not good, and we don't clean. We just use what is brought to the side. So, CC construction and the land, unless you give a sufficient protection, protecting the building, there will be always seepage. And once it goes in, the idols will start rusting, and then the building life will be short. And finally, while discussing with architects also, I mean advice, so the other day I had a meeting with them. You can incorporate some tribal designs, motifs, just to attract and make it more beautiful. This may not cost extra, or if so, minimum. And it will be proud for the children and we also motivate them. So these are few comments which I want you to make. Thank you.
The Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, Dr. Neiphiu, the Honorable Advisors to Education, Dr. Kekhrielhoulie, Honorable Minister Commissioner Secretary to CM, the heads of the various sister organizations in the school education, officers, staff, dignitaries present, the media, and our friends who have joined us online in the 51 locations. Good morning to all of you. It's indeed a privilege for me to be proposing the vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion where we have the Honorable Chief Minister to virtually launch the 51 school infrastructure. And at the outset, I would like to express our gratitude to the Almighty God for giving us this opportunity and for also enabling us to complete our works successfully. We would also like to take this time to acknowledge and to express a sincere gratitude to the Honorable Chief Minister for taking time out to inaugurate the school facilities and for the valuable insight. Sir, we are encouraged by your support to the school education department and we continue to seek your support and your guidance. We also express our gratitude to our dynamic leader, Dr. Kekhrielhoulie, Yhome, for always being there for the guidance, for the mentorship, and for the support. We are privileged this morning to have Mr. Yhome, the MLA and the people's representative in our midst. Sir, your presence here is a support to the school education department and for also showing interest in the school education sector. It's an encouragement for all of us and also for the people in the districts. This morning, I would also like to make special mention of the S&D and the engineering wing and the officers in the Samagra Shiksha for sincerely taking time out to ensure that our works are completed and enabling this virtual inauguration. We are also grateful to all those people who have joined us online. You are the primary stakeholders, and as the Honorable Chief Minister has advised, we hope that and we are confident that you will optimally utilize the facilities provided and created for you. We are grateful to the Commissioner and Secretary to CM and the officers in the CMO for providing all the support. And we are also grateful to all those people, the officers who have joined us this morning to make this program a success. Before we end, we would also like to acknowledge the media fraternity for always providing the coverage and ensuring that the information, the developments taking place reach the grassroots. And last of all, thank you all for all of those who have worked behind the scenes to ensure that this program is a success. Thank you.
Thank you.